set? Ready? Good. Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you to the Knowledge Bowl Finals for 2023. We are incredibly proud of the students that have made it the last 3 weeks to our final round. These students have excelled in all of the rounds and have made it here to the finals tonight. And we couldn't be more proud, and I'm sure that their schools are really proud of them as well. So tonight we're going to play, oh yes, please. It's a big accomplishment. And I want to let you know, all 3 teams are going to be sending members of their team to the regionals. So our first place team tonight will have 4 students, and then the second and third place teams will each pick 3 students to represent Lowell in the regionals, in which we play around with the towns that are around us, like Dracut and Tingsboro, and Tewksbury, Billerica, and Chelmsford. And the regionals are going to be on May 22nd and 23rd, and at Dracut High. So I'm going to see some of you going forward, too. So. Okay, so the match is going to go just like the matches that we've played up to now. We're going to start with mathematics, and we are going to take the students out of the room for 10 minutes to do three problems together, and then we'll come back and start our round. So I'll introduce you to our judges. Right now we have Connie Martin from the school committee, and we're really happy she's here. We have Dr. Jim Hall, who's here as well. And Jackie Doherty is our third judge, and I believe she's on the way. So we're going to get started, and when she comes, I'll introduce you. Okay, so how about, so we have 3 fantastic schools. From the Pyne Arts, if the Pyne Arts students can stand up, we're going to have them go with Dr. Hall, and we're going to go to the art room, okay? And I'll get you on the way. Okay. Good luck to the Pyne. Okay, Miss Martin is going to take the team from the Daley, and they're going to go into the library. To the library. The art room. Oh no, he already has a box, Chris. Chris, he has a box. He has a box. Lynn needs a box. Sorry about that. Oh, Connie's going to take them to the library for the Daley team. Great. And then our team from the Stoklosa is going to go with Lynn to the room next to the library, to the left of the library, and I will meet you all there. Okay. I'll get up there. Okay, we're back from the rounds. If we can get started. I do want to introduce Jackie Doherty, school committee member who's arrived, and we're happy to have her here as our judge tonight. And I also see Mr. Lay from the Lowell School Committee here as well, so thank you for coming. Okay, so let me introduce you to some of the people that help make the Knowledge Bowl what it is. I'm going to, Patty Adams. Dr. Adams is a teacher from Lowell High School, and she serves as our moderator. And Chris Topshin is a retired teacher from here at the Butler, and she does our timekeeping. Great. I want to thank Zeb McCall. He's been helping us with all of our audio, and he's been a real wonderful help to us. And I've had my friend Jean McGuire and Amelia McGuire have been helping with the scorekeeping and writing down the answers, so thanks to both of them for their help. Tom Haywish is a teacher from Lowell High. He's correcting your math papers right now. He's here to be our math specialist, because everyone knows it's not me. So, how about we introduce our teams? Where we started with the team from the Pyne earlier, how about we start on this side with the Stoklosa? And Gina Brunellis, the coach, is going to come down and introduce us to her students.
Thank you. All right. We have, behind me on the stage, we have Xander Baez, Kim Getchbun, Lang Chu, Chinfang Deep, Patrick Lee, Josiah Negron, Kyle Page, and Charles Studley.
Great. Thank you. Thank you. I also want to recognize Principal Cardesi and the other staff from the Stoklosa Middle School that are here to support them, as well as all of their families. Best of luck to our team from the Stoklosa. In the center is our team from the Daley Middle School. We're really happy to have them there here tonight. Karen Miranda is their coach, and Alejandro Bonilla, is he here tonight? Or? Oh, bummer. Unfortunately, Alejandro's not here, but Alejandro's a former student at the Daley who was a Knowledge Bowl student who's now in college, and he's one of our coaches, and I wanted to introduce you to him, but I'm sure he's watching. So Karen, if you want to come down. I know Mr. Doyle is up in the audience, principal of the Daley School, as well as Mr. Skinner, the former principal of the Daley School as well. But I'm sure Mr. Skinner does not have a favorite team at all tonight. He's rooting for everyone.
Good evening. My name is Karen Miranda. I'm the coach of the Daley School, and again, my co-coach is Alejandro Bonilla. The students from the Daley School are in the audience: Andrew Protopopescu, Ayara De Silva, keeping score, Sarah Deliano, Sotita Kai-In, Nathan Ong, on stage, Alicia Peterson, Gavin Minot, sitting down, Sylvia Muchiri, Caleb Malvesti, Liam White, Janessa Uch, on stage, Ricky Nguyen, sitting down, Bryant So, and on stage, Kaya Clark.
Great. I also want to thank all of the families of our Daley students and all of the staff from the Daley School that has been here. So best of luck to our team from the Daley Middle. And last but not least, the winners from last night are the Pyne Art School. And I know that your principal, Mrs. Crocker-Roberge, is here, as well as assistant principal, Mrs. Lang.
Hi, my assistant or co-coach is Vincent Tringali. Thank you. And we have Mackenzie Baldwin, Grace Buckley, Natalie Gorman, Alexander Haley, Anna Hennessy, Benjamin Hickok, Jack Hickok, Josiah Ocasio, Lily Ron, and Sophia T.
Thank you. And this is Tracy Blanchard from the Pyne as well. So thank you, Tracy. And thank you to the families and the staff of the Pyne Arts School that are here to support your students tonight. Again, like I said earlier, we are so incredibly proud of the hard work that all of these students have put in. They really are all winners. Everyone tonight, each team is going to get trophies and medals at the end, so I ask that you all stay at the end for our ceremony. Can I ask that people please silence your cell phones at this time so that they don't interrupt play? We also need to ask that all the audience members don't try to speak to one another or give each other the answers, because it's very easy for us to hear you sometimes, and we don't want the students to hear an answer from the audience. If you need a restroom, it's out the hall to the left at the end of the hall. And then I also ask, the Butler School has been a wonderful host for us for over these last 7 nights, and at the end of the rounds, if you can remember just to take all your trash with you. There's a huge barrel right outside, because we are so appreciative of them letting us use their space. We are here every year, and they've been wonderful hosts to us, so if you could remember that at the end. And I think that's it. Let's get started.
Okay, thank you. And a round of applause for Carolyn Rochlow, too, for coordinating. Thank you. All right, so we're just gonna start with buzzers. We'll start with the Stoklosa. Test your buzzers. Okay, and just a reminder, for the first category, I will read the category of the question, and then you can buzz in. If I don't finish the question, I will reword it, but then the team that buzzed in can't buzz in again. No, this is the final, so you guys should be okay, but I just want to make sure. And there's also no talking during this round. And if there is a math question, I will tell you it's a math question. Everybody has paper and pencil up there, right? Everybody has everything they need? Okay, so here we go. Major constellation. What constellation appears on the flags of Australia and New Zealand?
The Big Dipper.
Incorrect.
Daley. Orion.
Incorrect.
Stoklosa. Stars.
Incorrect. Southern Cross was the correct answer. Line properties. 2 lines with what property will have congruent corresponding angles if they are crossed by a transversal?
Daley. Perpendicular.
Incorrect.
Pyne.
Right angles.
Incorrect. It was a parallel lines. Man-made waterway. In 1954, President Eisenhower signed a bill authorizing the construction of which North American waterway that runs from?
Panama Canal.
Incorrect. In 1954, President Eisenhower signed a bill authorizing the construction of which North American waterway that runs from Montreal to Lake Erie? It was the St. Lawrence Seaway. U.S. capital cities. What's the only U.S. state capital beginning with F?
Stoklosa. Kentucky.
Incorrect. Time. I'm going to say more. Can you be more specific?
Is it Frankfort, Kentucky?
Frankfort, Kentucky is correct. Thank you. Running in circles. Name the quantity which, when the diameter is multiplied by it, yields the circumference.
Pi.
Pi is correct. Weigh to measure. The value for a cone is tripled to find this value for its circumscribing cylinder. Name this 3-dimensional quantity that is found.
Volume.
Volume is correct. Endangered habitat. What one state is home to more than 1/3 of all endangered species?
Florida.
Incorrect. What one state is home to more than 1/3 of all endangered species in the U.S., mostly because its rainforests are being destroyed to build plantations?
California.
Incorrect.
Maine.
No answer. Okay, correct. Oh, Maine. No, incorrect. Thank you. Hawaii is the correct answer. Claim to fame. What Texas city has been the center of the U.S. oil industry since 1901?
Houston.
Houston is correct. Showmen. Which two American circus showmen merged with the Ringling Brothers?
Barnum and Bailey.
Barnum and Bailey is correct. Territorial flag. Identify this U.S. territory from the description of its flag. It has a gold American eagle between blue letters V and I.
Virginia.
Incorrect.
Puerto Rico.
Incorrect. It was the U.S. Virgin Islands. Starting a new nation. The first written plan of government for the U.S. immediately following
Articles of Confederation.
Articles of Confederation is correct. Long rivers. Name the two rivers that are longer than the Yangtze.
Nile River,
Can you be more specific?
the Nile River in Africa,
Incorrect.
The Nile River and the Amazon River?
Nile and the Amazon is correct. Short careers except for these. The average length of an NFL career is 3.3 years. Only 2 positions have even 4 years of average career length. Name either one of them.
Quarterback.
Quarterback is correct. It could have been quarterback or kicker. Maps. What broadest category does the color blue represent?
The ocean.
Time. Okay, that is correct. Old capital. What was the capital of the U.S. just before it moved to Washington?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia is correct. Math terms. A relationship between 2 numbers which can be expressed as a fraction.
Ratio.
Ratio is correct. I'll do it later. Spell the verb that is defined as meaning to delay or postpone action.
Procrastinate. P R C R A S T I N A T E.
Incorrect.
Procrastinate.
That is correct. So it's Procrastinate. Patient insect. What insect is described as praying while it is...
The praying mantis.
Praying mantis is correct. Large islands. It's world's second largest island, found north of Australia.
New Zealand.
Incorrect.
New Guinea.
New Guinea is correct. The place for cars. The North American and International Auto...
Detroit.
Detroit is correct. Angry world leader. Russia's media reported in 2003 that a law firm was preparing to sue the makers of the film Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for deliberately making which of the Potter characters, a house elf, look like...
Dobby.
Dobby is correct. French city, not in France. The largest French-speaking city in our hemisphere...
Quebec.
Incorrect. The largest French-speaking city in our hemisphere is one of the oldest cities in North America, and
Montreal,
Montreal is correct. Fiction books about real problems. In what futuristic eco-fiction book by Sita Brahmaki do Shifa and her brother, Themba, have to risk their lives to find a way out of the corrupt system that is keeping people from fixing the devastated world?
The Hunger Games.
Incorrect.
Okay, Stoklosa.
Go ahead.
Legend.
Incorrect. It was where the river runs gold. Urban state. The Census Bureau has classified all 21 counties of this state as metropolitan areas. Nonetheless, it contains the Great Swamp National Wildlife Refuge.
Daley. Florida.
Incorrect.
Pyne.
California.
Incorrect.
Stoklosa.
Louisiana?
Incorrect. It was New Jersey. New Jersey. The next question is a math question. A weighty problem. A quart is approximately 60 cubic inches. A cubic foot of water weighs about 60 pounds. Therefore, approximately how much does a quart of water weigh?
Stoklosa. 36,000.
Incorrect.
720.
Incorrect.
360 pounds.
Incorrect. It was 2 pounds. 2 pounds. Tiny babies. In comparison, even the largest of them had small babies, with the largest eggs being under 20 inches long.
Ostriches.
Incorrect. In comparison, even the largest of them had small babies, with the largest eggs being under 20 inches long, far smaller than they would be as adults. What creatures laid these nearly 2-foot eggs?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs is correct. The next question is a math question. Sequencing. For the sequence, 19, 11, 3, -5, what is the common difference?
-8.
Incorrect.
8.
8 is correct. Are they live? The process by which a live performer apparently sings, while in fact he or she mouths.
Lip syncing.
Lip sync is correct. Restoring the art. Its facelifts involve sealant used to repair fissures in the granite. Name this national memorial where fissures create crow's feet around the eyes, which are 11.
Yellowstone National Park.
Incorrect. Its facelifts involve sealant used to repair fissures in the granite. Name this national memorial where fissures create crow's feet around the eyes, which are 11 feet wide. It was Mount Rushmore. Vocabulary. What phrase describes a member of the police force or a doctor?
Officer.
Incorrect. What phrase describes a member of the police force or a doctor who's not working at the moment?
Off duty.
Off duty is correct. Tracking hurricanes. In which state is the National Hurricane Center located?
Florida.
Florida is correct. Medical wordplay. These are examples of what form of wordplay? Conjunctivitis.com, a site for sore eyes.
Pun.
A pun is correct. Famous American painting. In Iowa-born Grant Wood's well-known American Gothic painting, what tool is the male's?
A pitchfork.
Pitchfork is correct. Close to the middle. The southeastern U.S. capital city is the closest to both its state's geographic center and its population center than any other state on either factor. Which state has only around 14,000 people less than the state's largest city of Charleston?
West Virginia?
Incorrect.
Virginia.
Incorrect.
South Carolina.
Time. Okay. Okay. sorry, it's incorrect. Sorry, they were looking for, everybody buzzed in, right? Did everybody buzz in?
Yeah, all three.
Okay. Says no, it's close. Southeastern U.S. capital city is the closest of both its state's geographic center and its population center than any other state on either factor. Which city has only? City. I did say which state? Okay, then we have to let it go. Okay, so it's correct, so that's fine. I apologize, that was my fault, apparently. Sorry. Okay, I'm glad we have all these people behind me. All right, butterflies. Butterflies. Which sense do butterflies and moths use their antenna for?
Smell.
Smelling is correct. A very dangerous position. Spies who work for two rival nations at the same time are called what?
Double agents.
Double agents is correct. Not their real name. There are two words that can be used for a false name for people such as...
Pseudonym and alias.
That is correct. Alias or pseudonym would have been correct. Word relationships. The opposite word differs only by the first syllable. What is the opposite of depreciation?
Appreciation.
Appreciation is correct. New animals. Some interspecies hybrids are obvious. Ligers are a cross between lions and tigers, and Z-donks are a cross between zebras and donkeys. This one's less obvious. Tell us what two undersea animals are crossed to create a wolfen.
Whales and dolphins.
Whales and dolphins is correct. Okay. A mixture. Brine is used for curing meat and canning vegetables. The main ingredients of brine are water and what season?
Salt.
Salt is correct. Space clouds. Two neighboring galaxies visible to the naked eye from southern latitudes and that are in a gas envelope are called what kind of clouds, named after the first explorer to circumnavigate the globe?
Columbus.
Incorrect.
Stoklosa.
Magellan.
Time. That is correct. Melon. They had an IC at the end of it. That's all. Clouds. Okay, so that is correct. Short and sweet. What is the name for a 17-syllable Japanese poem?
Haiku.
Haiku is correct. Organisms. How many cells does a bacterium have?
One.
One is correct. Competitors. In June of 2022, a man in Michigan who had a Tesla Cybertruck on order awaiting its release became owner number one of the first. Oh, that is the end of the round. The answer was Ford. I will not be able to finish it. 2-minute break, and then we'll call you guys up. Oh, that's what they might be discussing right now. Are you talking about the -8? I thought so. Okay. 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 Who's writing for the stock? Okay. Who's writing? Who's writing? Okay. So your microphones are turned off. Just be really careful with talking. And you guys get really excited, and then everybody can hear you. So just try to really whisper. Okay. So I have to read the math questions, but we also have to correct a question that was read. So the question was sequencing, and it was for the sequence 19, 11, 3, and -5. What is the common difference? The Stoklosa said -8. We said incorrect because what is in the book is 8, and then the Daley buzzed in. We do have a lovely math expert in the room tonight, and the correct answer, -8, is correct. So we are going to award the Stoklosa points. We are not taking the points away because it is written in the book as 8. So they're both going to get the 5 points. Okay? All right. Okay, so I'm going to read the math questions. The ratio of the price of a computer to that of a printer is 4-to-1. The printer costs $450 less than the computer. What is the price of the printer? And the correct answer was $150, and the Daley and the Stoklosa got that one correct. Nice job. Okay, the second question. A box with a volume of 36 cubic inches has length of 6 inches and width of 3 inches. What is the distance from the top left corner to the bottom right back corner? The correct answer is 7 inches, and the Daley got that one correct. And then the last question, Ming had 3 times as many oranges as Nina. The ratio of the number of oranges Nina had to the number of oranges Pedro had was 2-to-3. After Ming gave a total of 28 oranges to Nina and Pedro, all 3 of them had an equal number of oranges. How many oranges did Pedro receive from Ming? The correct answer was 8, and unfortunately none of the teams got that one correct. Okay. All right, so I am going to start the current events round. We will have a local question, a state question, 2 national questions, and 2 international questions. And I know who's doing the writing, and when we have 30 seconds. When you get to 5 seconds, we'll warn you, and you can then show us the boards when we say show you the board. Okay? Are we all set? Okay. So your first question is a local question. On Sunday, March 12th, Lowell kicked off its 40th annual Cultural Week to celebrate this European island nation with a mass at St. Patrick's Church and the Acre, a flag raising at City Hall, and a parade. What culture is the city celebrating?
Seconds. Time.
Okay, can I see your answers, please? Yep, the correct answer is Irish culture. All 3 teams got that one correct. Good job. Okay, the next question is a state question. In the November elections, Massachusetts voters approved question 4, which will allow residents who do not have legal U.S. residency status to obtain this.
Seconds. Time.
Okay, can I see your answers? Okay, the correct answer is a driver's license, and the Daley got that one correct. Okay, the next category is the national category. There's 2 questions. The first, on February 3rd, a serious train derailment set off evacuation orders, a chemical scare, and a federal investigation. In which state did this occur?
5 seconds. Time.
Okay, can I see your boards? Okay, the correct answer was Ohio. All three teams got that one correct. Okay, your second national question. Released in January, this campy PG-13 horror movie about a mean girl robot broke box office predictions. They are already planning a sequel.
Five seconds. Time.
I see your boards. Nice job. Megan is the correct answer. All three teams got that one correct. Okay, the next question is an international question. The first one, 4 American tourists were kidnapped and 2 were killed as they traveled to this country for a medical procedure.
Five seconds. Time.
Okay, can I see your boards? Yep, the correct answer is Mexico, so the Daley and the Pyne got that one correct. Okay, the last international question. Emmanuel Macron is currently facing intense backlash and riots for pushing a retirement reform bill through the nation's parliament. Emmanuel Macron is the president of which European nation?
Five seconds. Time.
Okay, can I see your boards? So the correct answer is France. The Daley and the Stoklosa got that one correct. Good job, and that is the end of that round. 2 minute, and then we'll have the toss-up and bonus. The Stoklosa is ready, so if I could have everybody who is in the toss-up in bonus to please come up.
Patrick. Josiah. Josiah Neighbor. Kyle. Charles. Alexander. Jack. Josiah. Khalid. Again. Janessa.
All set? Okay, can we start with the Pyne and test buzzers? Go ahead.
Let go of the thing.
Okay, good job. Can you guys just move that mic closer? It's very far away. Okay. Yep, so just make sure you guys have the microphones. So for this round, we will have a toss-up question for all teams to buzz in, and then if you get control, you will have the bonus questions. Just make sure you're only communicating during the bonus round, okay? All right, the first question. Inventions that changed the world. Engine powered by water in its gas phase.
Stoklosa.
The water wheel.
Incorrect.
Pyne.
Hydropower.
Incorrect.
Daley.
Hydraulic.
Incorrect. It was a steam engine was the correct answer. Keyboard symbols. What is the most common mark to indicate the end of a sentence?
Daley.
Period.
Period is correct. And your two bonus questions will be on keyboard symbols. The first, what is the most common mark to separate the elements of a sentence? Who's the captain?
Me.
Go ahead.
Comma.
Comma is correct. In your second group question, what short line joins two words? Can I have an answer?
Hyphen.
Hyphen is correct. Next toss-up question for all three teams to buzz in is water. What is the chemical formula?
H2O.
H2O is correct. Your two bonus questions are on water. The first, what's unusual about the behavior of water when its temperature approaches freezing point? Do you have an answer?
It turns into a solid.
Incorrect. Sorry, there's lots of choices here. It's incorrect. It expands, the volume increases, density decreases, or it floats. Okay, your second bonus question is on water. What warm ocean current gives the U.S. lower east coast and Great Britain a milder climate? Okay, do you have an answer?
North Atlantic current.
Incorrect. It was the Gulf Stream. The Gulf Stream. Okay, toss-up question for all three teams is on animals. What kind of bird is a mallard?
Stoklosa.
Ducks.
It is a duck. Your two bonus questions are on animals. What's the only mammal that exhibits flapping or powered flight?
Bats.
A bat is correct. And your second animal question, what flightless bird spends half its life swimming and diving in the sea?
Penguin.
A penguin is correct. Next question is a toss-up question for all three teams. Finish the nursery rhyme. Hickory dickory dock.
The clock ran on a sock.
Incorrect.
The mouse ran up the clock.
Correct. I'm cutting out over here. Time for a second. Is it okay? Is it batteries? Sorry, guys. Okay, I'm back in business. All right, your 2 group questions are on Finish the Nursery Rhyme. I'm a little teapot, short and stout.
Here's my handle, here's my spout.
Here is my handle, here is my spout is correct. Your second bonus question on nursery rhymes, it's raining, it's pouring.
The old man is snoring.
The old man is snoring is correct. Toss-up question for all 3 teams to buzz in. Begins and ends with the letter E. The organ of the
Stoklosa.
Eyes.
I is correct. Your two bonus questions, begins and ends with the letter E. Antonym of cheap.
Expensive.
Expensive is correct. And your second bonus question, begin and ends with the letter E. To force a person to leave one place and go to another.
Emigrate.
Incorrect. It was evacuate or exile. Okay, the next question is a toss-up question for all 3 teams. Portmanteau words. Give me the word formed by combining the 2 given words. Breakfast and lunch.
Stoklosa.
Brunch.
Brunch is correct. Your 2 bonus questions. You're going to give me the word formed by combining the 2 given words. So, Britain and exit. You have an
Brexit.
Say it again.
Brexit.
Brexit is correct. And the second bonus question, situation and comedy.
Sitcom.
Sitcom is correct. Toss-up question, all 3 teams is on states. I'm going to give you the largest city of various states. You name the state. Bridgeport.
Stoklosa.
Virginia.
Incorrect.
Pyne.
Connecticut.
Connecticut is correct. Your 2 bonus questions, I'm going to give you the largest city and you name the state. Billings.
Montana.
Montana is correct. And Cheyenne.
New Mexico.
Incorrect, it was Wyoming. Wyoming. Toss-up question, all 3 teams. Aviation glossary. What is ETA?
Pyne.
Estimated time arrival.
Estimated time of arrival is correct. Your 2 bonus questions are on aviation glossary. What does FAA stand for?
Federal Aeronautics Association.
Incorrect, it was Federal Aviation Administration. And your second bonus question, an aircraft shelter and workshop is called a what?
Hangar.
Hangar is correct. Toss-up question, all 3 teams. American Revolution. What type of document was signed in
Stoklosa.
The Declaration of Independence.
Incorrect. What type of document was signed in 1783, officially ending the war?
Daley.
The Treaty of Paris.
Time. Okay. That is correct. Your 2 bonus questions will be on American Revolution. At what battle did Washington defeat the Hessians on Christmas Day of 1776? You have an answer, Gavin?
Battle of Trenton.
Time. That is correct. The second bonus question, the peace treaty ending the war was signed in this European capital. Do you have an answer?
Paris.
Paris is correct. Toss-up question, all 3 teams. Name the crime. Internationally and maliciously setting fires.
Stoklosa.
Arson.
Arson is correct. Your bonus questions are name the crime. Breaking and entering the house of another with intent to steal. You don't have... That's okay. You're just excited. Talk to your team.
Burglary.
Burglary is correct. And your second bonus question, voluntary or involuntary, the killing of another person without intent to do so.
Manslaughter.
Manslaughter is correct. Toss-up question, all 3 teams, is green. Which Sesame Street character?
Stoklosa.
Oscar the Grouch.
Incorrect. Which Sesame Street character sings about being this color?
Elmo.
Incorrect. It was Kermit the Frog. Kermit the Frog. Toss-up question. Toss-up question for all 3 teams is on poetry. Finish the quotation. It says, Pope, to err is human, to forgive.
Is love.
Incorrect.
Stoklosa.
Is not human.
Unfortunately, no. The correct answer was divine. Divine, but nice try. Okay, toss-up question. All 3 teams is on Vermont. Which Canadian province borders Vermont?
Stoklosa.
Quebec.
Quebec is correct. Your 2 bonus questions is on Vermont. What is the capital?
Burlington.
Incorrect. It was Montpelier. The Connecticut, your next bonus question, the Montpelier, sorry, I'm saying things wrong again. The Connecticut River forms its border with which state? That's your second bonus question.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire is correct. Toss-up question, all 3 teams, is on chapter titles. Identify the book by one of its chapter titles and the author's name. Marley's Ghost, Charles Dickens.
Stoklosa.
A Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol is correct. Your 2 bonus questions are on chapter titles, and again, you identify the book by one of the chapter titles and the author name. The Mock Turtle's Story, Lewis Carroll.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland is correct. And your second bonus question, Overhill and Underhill, J.R.R. Tolkien.
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit is correct. The next toss-up question for all 3 teams is a math question. Solve for x. X plus 8 minus 7 equals -4.
X equals -5.
X equals -5 is correct. Your 2 bonus questions are math questions. The first, 5x minus 16 equals x plus 14.
X equals 7.5.
That is correct, 7.5 or 7.5. Your second math question, 5x minus a third equals 4/3. Yeah. Do you have an answer, Gavin?
X equals 1/3.
X equals 1/3 is correct. Toss-up question, all three teams is on presidents. Who was president during each of the following events? The Bill of Rights was added to the Constitution in 1791.
Stoklosa.
George Washington.
That is correct, Washington. Your two bonus questions. The first, the Tennessee Value Authority was established in 1933.
Roosevelt.
Tennessee Valley, he said Roosevelt, though. Roosevelt, okay. Do we want him to be more specific? No. Roosevelt is fine. Franklin Roosevelt, Roosevelt. Your second bonus question, the Korean War began in 1950.
Harry Truman.
That is correct, Truman. Toss-up question, all three teams, is on Earth. In what kind of natural feature could a geologist observe a fissure flow, a side vent, and a cinder cone?
Stoklosa.
Geyser.
Incorrect.
Daley.
Earthquake.
Incorrect. This time is volcano. Volcano. Writing. Tom, toss-up question, all three teams. Most adverbs end in what suffix?
Stoklosa.
Ing.
Incorrect.
Daley.
LY.
ly is correct. Your two bonus questions are on writing. What do we call a piece of a sentence, not a complete sentence, because one or more necessary parts are missing? Do you have an answer?
A phrase.
Incorrect, it was a fragment, Your next bonus question, often containing too many ands and ors, what is a sentence that should be broken into smaller sentences?
Run-on sentence.
Run-on sentence is correct, and that is the end of the round. 2-minute break until the speed round. Let's start with the Stoklosa with the buzzers. Just test your buzzers. All right, nice job. Okay. I will not be reading the category. You guys know that. There's also no talking individual round. I'm going to get through as many questions as I can, and they are each 10 points. Thanks, Carolyn. Okay, first question. The nectarine is a variety or
Stoklosa.
Peach.
Peach is correct. What does a tadpole develop into?
Stoklosa.
A frog.
A frog is correct. Guinness says this type of bear has the vastest home range of any land mammal.
Pyne.
Grizzly.
Incorrect. Guinness says this type of
Stoklosa, #1 person.
Polar bears.
polar bear is correct. Images formed by what are virtual, upright, left, right, reversed, the same distance from the surface as the object's distance, and the same size as the object.
Pyne.
Satellite.
Incorrect.
Stoklosa.
Photographs.
Incorrect.
Daley.
Congruent.
Incorrect. It was a plane or mirrors. Coelum was the Roman home for the gods. Its Greek counterpart was somewhere entirely different.
Olympus.
Can you be more specific?
Mount Olympus.
Thank you. Mount Olympus. What is the term that refers to the temperature at which a liquid solidifies?
Freezing point.
Freezing point is correct. What Microsoft software currently runs on 95% of the world's PC?
Windows.
Windows is correct. In November of 2022, France passed a law requiring that anyone with a parking lot of 400 or more spaces install what type of energy collectors?
Solar panels.
Solar panels is correct. Patroclus was killed in the Iliad while wearing the armor of whom?
Achilles.
Achilles is correct. What are the rise and fall of the ocean's waters caused by the gravitational pull of the moon?
Tides.
Tides is correct. Who had hair on their chinny chin chins?
Stoklosa.
I need an answer. Sorry.
The Three Little Pigs.
The Three Little Pigs is correct. Both the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund are a part of what organization?
The U.S. Treasury.
Incorrect.
Stoklosa.
World National Banks.
Incorrect.
Daley.
United Nations.
United Nations is correct. Cuba is the largest island in the West Indies. What is its capital?
Stoklosa.
Havana.
Havana is correct. Identify the country of origin of the food sashimi.
Stoklosa.
Japan.
Japan is correct. Which commercially important river forms the border between France and Germany at Strasbourg?
Daley.
The Rhine River.
The Rhine River is correct. His forename, Phoebus, means bright. Name this Greek god.
Pyne.
Apollo.
Apollo is correct. In a dramatic production, this reserve actor learns another lines in order to be able to act as a replacement at short notice. By what name is he?
Understudy.
Understudy is correct. What word denotes a device that produces electricity and in baseball refers to the pitcher and catcher combination?
Battery.
Battery is correct. Given the year of birth and the year of death, name the president. 1809 to 1865.
Stoklosa.
Lincoln.
Lincoln is correct. What word is used for both an early stage rocket and a vaccination shot that follows the first?
Stoklosa.
Booster.
Booster is correct. What very large flower is the source of a common vegetable oil and
Stoklosa.
Cauliflower.
incorrect. Time out.
Sunflower.
Time for 1 second. Can you repeat your cauliflower? That's what I thought. Okay, that's okay. Go ahead. Give me your answer.
Sunflower.
Sunflower is correct. Which peninsula separates the Gulf of California from the Pacific Ocean?
Stoklosa. Time.
The Mexico Peninsula.
Time.
Incorrect. Okay, that's
Daley.
The Western Peninsula.
incorrect. Sorry, Baja California or Lower California Peninsula. What's the only nation to border both Kuwait and United Arab Emirates?
Stoklosa.
Saudi Arabia.
Incorrect.
Daley.
Qatar.
All right, time. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I'm only reading, I promise. Hold on. Can we look at it a little bit? And you. Right. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of it. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Azure, we gotta reset. Azure is a shade of which basic color? Azure, sorry.
Blue.
Blue is correct. Which assassination leader said in 1963, "Injustice anywhere"?
Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King is correct. One of Russia's larger cities. It once had the name it has now before switching to Petrograd, and
St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg is correct. What part of a T-Rex became vestigial because they eat in packs and they need nothing that could accidentally be eaten?
Their arms.
Correct, forearms or arms. Capitol Hill is in Washington. That is the end of the
Wow, I want to say a big round of applause and a big congratulations to our team from the Daley Middle School, 2023 Knowledge Bowl champions. We're very proud of you. Our final scores are Daley in first place with 320, followed by the Stoklosa in second with 265, and the team from the Pyne Arts with 205. And at this time, we would like to ask the third place team from the Pyne Arts if the students would mind lining up underneath the clock. And if your principal could come down and help us with the medals, if Mrs. Crocker-Roberge could come down. And if Tracy or Vince could come down to say the names of the students.
All right, so first we have Mackenzie Baldwin. Grace Buckley. Natalie Gorman. Alec Haley. Anna Hennessy. Ben Hickok. Jack Hickok. Is the other one. Josiah Ocasio. Lily Rom. Sophia Tai.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our team from the Pyne Arts School. Well done.